imagine what are products that you use every day having toxic chemicals in them, and you putting it in your body essentially every day. Like, imagine that. If we wondering why breast cancer, just one example, breast cancer is on the rise. Why is it on the rise? And Black and African American women disproportionately as well. Why is that? And so, like, I came across this video on YouTube. I'm gonna put the thumbnail right here, and it just opened my eyes. And the point of this video is just to open your eyes to, like, all the things, the chemicals and stuff that could be in your products you use every day, the stuff you wash with, your food, your water, your shampoo, your lotion, your feminine products, your makeup, your hair products. And these chemicals are in everybody. They're in the environment. Your cleaning supplies, like, everywhere. Like, they're in everybody. Most things we use on our bodies has some type of fragrance in it, or perfume is sometimes on the backs, on the ingredients says that. And you don't know what's in there. You don't know what's in there. Most of the time, from the video I saw, that Dr. Yvonne was saying that there's chemicals in there that are known carcinogens. So yeah, I'm just want y'all, the point of this video is just so you can be aware to pay attention to the labels, and not even on the labels, just in general of what could be in that product. Please watch the video, please. It's like a podcast. If it's very long, so you gotta listen to it while you cleaning, listen to it while you're taking a walk, or working out or something like that. Like, please listen to it. I think you will get a lot of information and value out of it. Like, I really do believe you will. Can't go into much detail, everything about it in this one. So please do your research. Please go, and that video I think is very credible. And also, this is her YouTube channel. Also, if you want to get even more in depth than that video goes, because there's way more information to be had about this topic. And I think that is messed up that us Black women are being targeted by the products that we use on a regular basis, because those products usually have more. They want to have more chemicals in them, just because of our demographic, where we live and who we are, and it's just kind of messed up. I hate that. I really hate that for us. When it comes down to your hygiene, I just pulled a few things out of my house. So this got aluminum, and it has antiperspirant. That's the aluminum, and then it has fragrance in it. I usually use this brand of pads, and you know, she was saying that cotton is used everywhere. Okay, cotton is used everywhere, and so you got to be careful what kind of products you're using with cotton, especially feminine products, because sometimes they can have pesticides in them, which are not good. They can have, some tampons and whatnot be having benzene, and they have heavy metals in them and pesticides. I don't think I want that down there. I don't think I do. I don't think that's what I want. So candles, the paraffin wax in most candles, that's toxic. You don't want to be breathing that in. It's scented, so fragrance. It's a fragrance in there. And then it has toluene, benzene, formaldehyde. Those are carcinogens. You hear me? And you're breathing that in. And they're so small, these particles, they get into your lungs. They can get into your brain. They can get into your alveoli in your lungs. Those little sacs that help the oxygen get into your body. Yeah. Sounds like asthma. So anyway, I don't like it. It's not cool. These things can harm your fertility, so your reproductive organs. It's linked to PCOS. It's linked to endometriosis. It's linked to obesity. It's linked to cancer, obviously, and then a whole bunch of problems you can have with other diseases, preeclampsia, your kidneys, with your liver. You know, it's all types of things that can bother you. I don't want no little stuff floating around in my brain. I really don't. Okay, it can cause, like, cognitive problems, disorders, and whatnot, diseases. It can. And it build up stuff. This stuff can build up in your body. Some things cannot just go away. Some things can just build up over time in your body. Like your body do have ways to detox these things. Ways that you can help that get along faster is by exercising, eating healthy foods, whole foods. Like try to stay away from that processed food, because that stuff got a bunch of stuff you don't want to eat either in it. I'm not saying specific names because at the moment they not in my head right now. They just not. So that's why I really highly advise you to go watch them videos and go to her channel and really discover some things. And if you want to research on Google, go to Google Academy and figure some stuff out yourself. Go ahead. But she talked about so many things. She even talked about her own experiences with her fertility journey, and even down to her feelings, her Mercury feelings. She's saying that can cause like cognitive fog, like all sorts of things. You don't want no Mercury in your body. That's why when I went to the dentist after a long time, they got rid of all of mine. I got one left because it's the state that it's in, but it's okay. So they left it. But all the other ones, I can't tell you if I feel any difference. But I mean, it feels good to get them out of my mouth. You want to combat this stuff. Like she even went on to say, in your house after you get done cooking, all this stuff, dust, everything kick up in the air inside of our house can be more toxic than the air outside, is what she said. And she's also give you a lot of solutions to a lot of these problems, but most of them include avoiding certain things like these fragrances like this. Actually, I didn't think anything would be in here, but there's not. It's just 100% shea butter, and I'm happy. There's nothing extra in it, and it's just that's all you need. The natural stuff. I got this. Black folks like to use this. I know it's a lot of stuff in here. Yep, safe fragrance, of course. Yup. A lot of other names, scientific names for oils and stuff like that. Let me see. This is product I've been using lately. Benzyl, sodium lauryl glycinate. There's the fragrance. I'm sure it's in here. This one says parfum. And I just recently bought this. It says no dyes, no fragrances, no chlorine bleaching. And those are things we gotta look out for. But it didn't say anything about how they grow that cotton. So, but who knows? There could be still pesticides on here. I don't know. But I think it's still a better alternative to using the one I usually use, which are these. They didn't have a pure cotton one in this size. So when I went to the store, so I just got them because I wanted 2 different sizes this time. Anyway, this one I noticed this have fragrance in it. This got fragrance in it. This got, I didn't actually look at this one. Yep, fragrance in it. This has fragrance in it. All the stuff I just used to do my hair has fragrances in them. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. And perfume, fragrance. And so that's the only thing I'm looking for right now at the moment. But like all these things, like fragrance, like all of them have fragrance in them. And of course this has fragrance in it, aluminum in it. And it's just like all the things that we be using is easy to find, come by. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm not gonna stress myself out trying to replace everything. Break the bank, trying to replace everything. I'm not doing that. Over time, I would try to be more conscious about, especially the things I use every day. I'm gonna try to be more conscious about them and what, and try to, replace them with more natural or healthier, non-toxic things. And yeah, I'm just looking at this. Like, I'm sure there's mess in here too. I shouldn't be using it. So like when it comes to kids especially, it's really important because their body cannot detox all that stuff when they're kids. Like 10 years old is when they're fully developed that detoxing abilities in their body. And so you got to be really careful, especially with kids, like the stuff that's on their clothes, the stuff you wash their clothes in, the type of material their clothes made up of, the stuff they're eating, the products they're using on their hair and their skin. Like, it's so important. And I just want to let y'all know that it's just keep it. Literally just stay aware of it. And over time, try to change those things, like limit things that make your body a little less defensive fighting these things, like alcohol and smoking, and especially cigarettes, vaping, all that stuff. It's just gonna make it harder for you to fight off those chemicals. This stuff just gonna make it really hard. So, in the video, they were saying you should use filter your water, because water has microplastics in it, and everybody has microplastics in their body. Apparently, you can't get away from it, but you can minimize you can minimize all the things that you put in your body, like all of these things that I'm talking about. They're these microplastics, these endocrine disruptors, which are usually in the fragrances and these products, which, again, like I was saying, affect your your body fat, your reproductive organs. It can cause cancer. It can cause mutations in your cells, which can cause cancer. And it's not cool. Like this non-stick cookware. They say it's safe, but it's not. It's not. It's this PFAS. It's a chemical that is an umbrella for like a whole bunch of different, like 15,000 chemicals. And like these little scratches and stuff you put on your pan, it's gonna get in your food. These plastic utensils you be using to cook your food, or even the plastic bowls you put in the microwave, or microplastics get into your food. And then for women, the microplastics or anything, those chemicals get into your body, then, your eggs, that stuff gonna end up in your cells, in your eggs. That's gonna end up in your offspring, in the womb. Like it's gonna be a part of them too. So it's like, you don't want to be building this stuff up in your system. Like, you want to be trying to minimize so your body have a chance to clear all that stuff out. Some things you can't detox stuff out of your head, really. If it's there, it's gonna be there. Like your body, your brain don't have no way to detox that stuff. So I can't get into everything. I wish I could, but I can't. You gotta watch them videos. I used to use Diva cups. And I've been when I was athlete, a track and field college athlete, and it was just so convenient. And honestly, I might go back to it. Now I don't work out, so I don't feel like I need to. But when I was working out, the friction, I didn't like using tampons, so I use pads. And then the friction when I'm working out, when I'm running, like, it's not it. It's not it. Like, do your research on the Diva cups, because they are worth it. I ain't gonna lie. It takes a little while to get used to them, but maybe I'll make a video about that later. Maybe I'll go into detail about all these things. Maybe I'll show my journey, my detox journey, detox my house and my body and whatnot. I might do that. But for now, I just want y'all to be aware. Be aware. Look at the labels. Look at the stuff you're putting in and on your body. Just be aware of it, because these companies do not care. They just want to make sure they have a buck. Like the perfume you use every day, that makeup you use every day, look into them. Look into them, because whatever it makes the long last stay on your skin is the exact thing that is the chemical that's going to be destroying your body. It is. It's sad to say. When I get rid of all my fragrances, and my perfumes, probably not. Like, my grandmother recently passed away, and she had a lot of perfume, and I probably will use them. Not very often. I don't use perfume often anyway, but I'm probably gonna use them every here and there, every so often, you know what I'm saying? But not excessively, not every day. That's the thing. Like, just be able to minimize your interaction with these chemicals. With changes and things that you pick up at the store. You just can't pick up anything off the shelf. 9 times out of 10, whatever you pick up off the shelf, whether it be food, or if it's not like a 1 ingredient product, or like this shea butter, this 1 ingredient, that's all that's in here. That's it. Like, you want to keep your hair up, you want to keep some oils in your hair, you want to keep product in your hair. That almond oil, avocado oil, one ingredient things, because that's gonna be your best friend. Not saying you can't slay your hair, you know what I'm saying? Not saying you can't do none of that. You just gotta be mindful. Your hair can be slayed to the gods. But even another thing, I just seen a video today. A chick was talking about Kanekalon hair and how it's toxic. It's toxic. The way they make it, the stuff they use in it, toxic. Toxic. And y'all heard the stories about the relaxers. Toxic. People are getting you cancers from it. Women, you know, women. Black women specifically. Uterine cancer. Just get, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, please, y'all, just for real, just pay attention. Just pay attention. They want you to be asleep. They want you to not pay attention. They want you to just buy stuff because it smells good. Because it lay your edges down. They don't care about us. They really don't. They don't care. They just care about their bottom line. Now, I'm not going to talk about all the companies. I'm talking about the really big ones. But you can find natural alternatives to all these things I'm talking about. All this deodorant is natural alternatives. Organic alternatives. But don't get me wrong. Organic don't always mean non-toxic. It don't always mean non-toxic. So you got to be careful and do your research. Don't let these companies greenwash you. They will use any method. We having exposures to all this stuff, and we can do something about it. As long as you know something. You know, and me being a Black African American woman, we are more susceptible to certain things just because of our DNA, just because of who we are. And it's sad, but it's the truth. Very sad. But it's the truth, and I hate it, but this is the society we are in. You know, they not making sure things are safe for us, or people in general. They not making sure of that. And it's a crazy you got to pay this much attention to products that you think are safe because they're on the shelf. It's sad. Y'all do your research. Please watch the video. Please watch the video. Please. I don't like to use tap water because it's got fluoride. It got fluoride in it. It got a whole bunch of hormonal problems, like altering things in it, like other than microplastics. But I drink bottled spring water, so I'm like, what am I gonna do? Like, now I need to filter that. And give me bottled water and filter that, like, extra. But I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna filter my water. I'm gonna try to work on getting an air purifier. I'm gonna be more mindful of the things our body eats. I'm gonna be more mindful of the things that I use for my hygiene, my beauty products, all that. I'm gonna be more mindful. I'm not gonna throw everything out. I can't do that right now, but I am gonna be more mindful. And I hope you do too. Because we need to take our control back, for real. We do. We sleepwalking. And they everywhere. You can't run away from them. They everywhere. They in the water. They in the soil. They everywhere in the animals. So you can't really run away from it. But you can definitely damn sure do what you can to minimize how it affects you in your life. By minimizing it in your daily routine. You know, it's crazy. I can't burn a candle without trying to make sure it's completely soy. Cotton wick. I can't do that. I make sure I ain't got no fragrances in it. Only essential oils. I gotta be rested. I gotta be a detective when I'm trying to find a candle to use. Can't use the plugins either, y'all. Can't use the incense. You know, I gotta be a detective when I'm going to the store. I don't want to do that, but this is the society we live in. This is the world we live in. You think that you don't understand why you got PCOS. You don't understand why you are doing everything you can and cannot lose weight. You don't understand why you have thyroid problems. You don't get it. You don't understand. But hopefully you will if you're watching this video. People don't understand that. But if you're watching this video, I hope you can understand that you can do something about it.
Mommy.
You can change your habits. The things you use. It's possible. Like,
Mommy, can you
it's alternatives out there. Do your research. It's alternatives out there, but be careful. Like I said, everything that's organic ain't non-toxic. Ain't for you. Your cleaning products, the things you use to eat with, the things you use to cook, the things you use to eat off of. This fast food ain't for you. You don't know what they got in the food. You don't know. So, one of the places you can check for alternatives is health food stores. If you just have that one product you just cannot get rid of, you can't let go of, please just try to minimize how much you use at least. You know what I'm saying? Because life is short. You gotta be very careful. Okay? So that's all I needed to say. As far as all the names, that regards to all the chemicals I'm talking about, you're going to have to figure that out. Oh, it's too many to name. You know, PFAS, fragrances, microplastics, and, you know, your synthetic fibers. Cotton is what you really want on your body. I'm just saying.